Welcome back, everybody. I'm Roberto Cabrera with Brown Harris Stevens here in Manhattan, where I've specialized for 27 years. And this is your monthly market report. People always ask me, how's the market? It's a troubling question because what people really want to know is, how's the market for me? Well, it depends. And as you know, your situation is way more unique than the general scenarios we always present, right? But before even that, we need to realize that the marketplace is infinitely segmented into different categories, not just size and price. It's neighborhood, type. Is it a co-op? Is it a condo, condo-op, townhouse? Is it a pied-à-terre, a loft? Check out this chart. It shows deal volume as measured by monthly contract signed activity for all property types and price ranges across all of Manhattan as a whole. It's up 3.4% year over year. But if we take a closer look, if we actually break down where the concentration of this deal volume is actually taking place, we can see that it's in the $2 to $5 million range, whereas the below $2 million is actually a bit off. So it seems clear that the lower price brackets where financing is most important and is required is seeming to have the most challenging time. Again, this is purely from a price bracket perspective. If we study these numbers in infinite ways from property types and neighborhoods, we could do it and find out all different types of conclusions. So as you can see, it depends what marketplace you're studying. But let's try to answer this question actually of how's the market as a whole by using a wide lens. Let's take a look back and see where we are compared to last year, a year-over-year perspective. Aside from inventory, which is down negligibly, like 1% overall, and generally considered to be in a moderate range, not high, not low. But the liquidity pace, which measures market activity using a 30-day window of contract activity, is up 4.4%. Contract activity is up 3.4%, and it measures the number of contracts signed within any given month. Price per square foot is up 1.3%. And also, median sales price is up 3.2%. So this all would or should infer favorable conditions for a seller. However, look at this chart. The actual current trend regarding the market's climate shows us sliding into a more challenging place for those sellers, which is good news for buyers. And the trend ironically started after March when the tariff war began. If this is indeed related, it would purely be from a perspective of the buyer sentiment and uncertainty, which would have been brought on by heavy press reporting that's perhaps raised people's anxiety. Not that they're wrong, it's just that that's what gets headlines. Because the actual data on the economy has yet to show any distinct signs of a slowdown. That said, I do believe it's inevitable that the tariffs, which seemingly could average 10% across the board, will slow the economy. And of course, several conflicting scenarios can happen and affect the marketplace in varying ways from that. Here lies the uncertainty. Regardless, one thing is for sure. Manhattan real estate is likely to grow increasingly expensive in the coming years. As I've mentioned in the past few months, we've withstood so many obstacles and we've not crashed. Prices have been relatively flat for a decade. Once we begin to see clarity on the questions of the government spending bill, the tariff effect, and the Federal Reserve's response to those things, we'll begin to see demand escalate. And that demand, it's skin deep and simply waiting. It's pent up. I mean, the pro forma of future projects being applied by the developers today reveals an elevated pricing. And I would further argue that the overwhelming share of renters would rather be buyers, particularly when we're knocking at the ceiling of record prices. We see proof of this actually right now with bidding wars on properties when they're priced right. So, does that answer your question? It depends. I know, it's complicated and it's nuanced. And like I said before, your situation is, of course, infinitely more unique than everybody else's, right? So if you want to talk about it, let me know. Until next time.